Hey everybody, this is Tom, and we're going to look at how we can attack the grading of essays. The folks in Shanghai are going to scan the essays, and once I get the essays, I'm going to run a program on them that will rename the files and show you which people's essays are in which PDF, and also create an index. This index will give me the ability to tell you which file some person's essay, a person's writing is in, and what pages it is on, and pretty much open that file instantaneously. So all we will ask for is the student's ID number, and then it will pop up the student's writing booklet. Let's see how that works. I have an app here, and it's called QReader, and QReader is an app that is going to do that for us. So we ran QReader, and QReader has a table over here. Right now it's empty, and basically we're going to go to a Google Doc where we're going to have all the students' numbers. Here's an example of all the students' numbers. I have randomized the list of numbers. It's good practice to have the papers in a random order without anyone knowing whose paper it is, and for us to have a random sample of the whole set. So then I organize these randomized tests into sets. So for example, the first 10 right here are set 1. When I get ready to grade set 1, I will I'll type in my name in the top row, and then use the little automatic fill down and fill out my name beside all of set 1. That will go through the network on a Google Doc. It will show up on everyone else's Google Doc that I have those 10 papers. Now if Robert comes in a little later, he can type his name here, and he can then, can't spell Robert, then he can fill down the next for set 2, and he can check out set 2 and go off and view them and mark them. So this is the checkout procedure, so that we don't duplicate each other's work, and so that we essentially grab a pile of tests, go read them, and put the marks in pretty much automatically. Now let's see how the program works. I have to point the program's directory at the correct place. So I'm going to click on the Find Folder, and after a little bit of time here, it will open this up and show me that I am in the Rounds folder. I'll open that up and go into the Global Rounds and into Shanghai, and then into Essay Scans and Juniors. So you would do pretty much the same thing. That's the Round folder, the Shanghai folder in the Global Rounds, and then look for the Essay Scans and whichever division we're doing. So the Juniors, I select that. Now you can't see anything that's happened, but it now knows where the junior essays are located. We're using ABC lettering, so I'll put that down here. This will be used as we paste these in. And it has a spot for copy and pasting and for help. There's a little reminder of what we're doing. This is kind of what I'm talking you through right here. Alright, so the next step after we have set the index, pointed the program at the index, is we go to the writing folder and select one of the sets that we want to grade, and we'll just copy that and go back to QReader and paste anywhere, and it will bring those numbers in. Now when you click on a row, if it's working properly, it will pull up the correct file and the correct page for that person's essay. Now this obviously is not an essay, it's a demi-deck quiz, but the point is the same. Whatever the document is that has the QR code 187C will pop up. And when you're done with that, you've read that through, you go back over here and you can put a grade on it. And now we can go to row 2, 639. Notice that this is the document with the QR code 639A. Read that, put a score on it. You go to 813A, read that, give it a score, and so on down the line. And so after you've given all of these papers scores, do that normally just like you would any other papers. Once those are all done, then you go back. Remember, it's set 1, and you just simply copy the column here, get those scores, go back to the score column, and paste. Whoops, I don't think I did that right. Copy, and set it right here, and hit paste. There we go. So there are the scores. So basically this tells me, the Google Doc tells me which papers to grade out of the randomized set. I mark them with my name. I check them out. I take them over to the QReader program, and the QReader program looks and finds the documents for me, and I grade them. Then I copy the scores. I just copy those 10 scores and go back to the set, which is marked up here at the top, set 1, and paste them back in set 1. And then we just continue. All of the different readers who are out there just go on and continue this until we're all done. When we're all done, of course, then I'll just take this file, paste it into the scoring program, and off we go. So that's the process of grading online quizzes that I've come up with. Hope it works for everybody. I think I like it. I think it's fairly fast and it's fairly organized. Now, if by chance you can't get this program to run, pretty clearly you can still grab a set of scores here. You can do this just about the same thing. Just copy those over to a say a notepad, or put those in your own Excel worksheet, or just record them right on here. So without using the program, let's close the program. Let's say you don't have the program running. So now you just have this folder, you have it open, and you go to the first paper, and notice that is in 187C. So you go over here and type in 187C, and it will find 187C, and it's in this file. So you open that up. This will open up in usually in a PDF viewer. You read through this. You have to find it now. If you're not using the program, you don't have the page number. You'll have to find the correct one, however many there are. They'll be in the same order as they are in the file name. So if you look at the file name here, 187C is at the front, and the last one in the paper is 8481 or 848A. So then you can still find the paper very quickly, and just when you're done reading it, just go right here and score it, whatever you want, right directly into this paper. You still should check those out by putting your name on them, and stop when you get to the 10th one, because other people may have checked out the next 10. So then when you're ready for another set, we'll just go down here and type in your name and fill that in for set 5, and continue on. So now you would do set 5, and you would start with this one here, which we don't have a mock-up for that number, but that's beside the point. You can still do the same procedure, the same checkout, find the file by looking at the file names, and continue scoring. So there's all the file names. Okay, so that's how we can do the essays with or without the program. Fairly simple checkout procedure. Score those 10, and then go back and get 10 more. Okay, and that's all I have for now.